Hello, hello. Good morning, good morning. It is Erica with Holy Rustic and Redheaded Princess Designs. And I thought this morning we're going to paint up one of our new designs that we're releasing this month. This is an Easter door hanger. So come in, say hey, let me know how your Monday is going. Had a pretty good weekend around here. It was busy, lots of orders going out today. I did 2 online classes this weekend. We did this dragonfly door hanger with about 500 people in a private event online this weekend. So I had one class Friday night and one class on Saturday, and they turned out so cute. Super fun. So this design is one of the, it kind of looks like a pallet board, and then it's got a little bunny and a basket, and it says Happy Easter. It's just a super fun little design. You can put this on your door just as is, or you can use one of our stands to display it. It is a little bit smaller. I think this is 12 inches. I have almost all of the new designs ready to release. I'm waiting on, I have one designer that doesn't release files until the 5th, so I'm waiting on those. We'll probably start getting some of the new designs on the website today. We always release new designs every month. So lots of Easter, spring. I've got some fun Mother's Day stuff. So all that is coming your way. And then if you're somebody who likes to get ahead, we have also been releasing a little bit of Christmas every month as well, so that if you want to get ahead for the holiday season, you can. All right, so I just gave this a base coat of white. I'm gonna pick up a teensy bit of black here, and we're just gonna do some stripes, so that this kind of looks like boards. So I just did a little bit of black, and then I'm just dragging my brush back and forth. Paint's starting to dry, so I'm gonna get that brush just a little damp. If you are trying to blend or anything like that, if you get the brush just a smidge damp as the paint starts to dry on you, and you can kind of tell as your brush starts to kind of drag across, that little bit of water will help. All right, I feel like this is really white over here, so we're gonna brush just a little bit of black there, and then just pull that across as well. All right, I think that looks pretty good for our base. Good morning, Opal. We're gonna do the 2 pieces that go on the board in the same color. While you're here, tell me what color you think we should do our bunny. So he's in a basket, and the basket is gonna have to, I think the basket needs to be brown in my opinion. So he's thinking of a gray bunny. Let me know what you think. Do you think we should do a gray bunny or a different color? I did the base in white. We're adding a little bit of black to the base just to make it look like wood. But I was thinking a gray bunny would pop. Let me know what your thoughts are. It's just his little bunny booty that you can see in the basket, so. So we're gonna need 2 coats. little messy there. There we go. Oh, I believe your package is sitting on the porch waiting for UPS to come pick it up. With all of the craziness of the post office this past month or two, since, I guess really since Christmas, we have switched to using UPS as much as possible. If you order to like a P.O. box, I can't use UPS, unfortunately. They don't deliver to P.O. boxes, so then it has to go out through the Postal Service. I will say I've been pleasantly surprised, knock on wood, with the with UPS versus USPS. It is a little bit more expensive, but I do feel like we've had better luck getting things shipped without being damaged and getting them there in a timely manner without getting lost in the what is the Postal Service, the headquarters in Louisville. It was seeming like every package was sitting in Louisville for a very long time, and I don't like that any more than you guys do. So I feel like UPS has been much better. Like I said, it is a little bit more expensive, but it's worth it in my opinion. You had a black and white bunny that you loved. Aw. Fun fact, I am highly allergic to bunnies. I don't know what it is about rabbits, but you would think their dander wouldn't be that much different than like a cat or a dog. I'm a little bit allergic to cats, but I don't know. Bunnies, they do me in. All right, I want to add a little bit of black around the edge here just to kind of darken these up so that they have a little bit of a shadow. So I'm going to take my sponge and a smidge of black paint. I don't want very much because that's going to be really overpowering. And then we're going to just tap right along the edge here, all the way around. So this is a great way to add a little bit of shadow on these pieces. And if we get too much, we can come in with a brush, but I actually think that's okay. So there's what we got for a little bit of shadow there. It's a little heavy down here, but I'm not gonna stress about it. And we'll do the same thing over here, just barely tapping with that sponge, and I'm coming right at the side of the piece because it's black. It helps kind of clean up those edges, and then I'm just barely getting a little bit of paint across the top. So it's a nice way to add just a small little shadow around there. All right, that looks pretty good. I'm going to take just a little bit of white and brush in the middle here, just to kind of clean that up. Okay, and since I did it to that one, I'm going to go ahead and brush a little fresh white in the middle of this one as well. Okay. UPS is doing a great job. I love it. A dark gray bunny. I think a dark gray bunny, because we're going to do the basket in brown. So I think a gray bunny would look good with the white background. That is what I think. So there's a little basket here, which we're going to paint up. Good morning, Karen. We're going to paint this basket up with brown. So let's grab some dark chocolate. And debating whether I should do this entire thing with a sponge. I'm probably going to, because I don't want to fill in all of my score lines here. And if I do it with a brush, I'm probably going to fill them in more than I want. So let's grab a sponge and we will sponge the brown on. Anytime you have any kind of score lines like this that you want to be able to see, you're going to want to paint it with a sponge versus the brush. And the reason why is because when you use the brush, you really are going to push the paint down into the little grooves versus sponging it on. keeps the paint more on top and the paint from getting pushed into those little grooves, and you'll be able to see your score lines better that way. So since I do want to still see this pretty design on our basket and the handle, I'm going to sponge the paint on. Normally I wouldn't do that for such a big piece because this is a lot of paint, a lot of area to try to sponge on and get it nice and even, and sometimes that's harder when you're using the makeup sponge versus a brush. But I want to see those designs, so we're just going to make it work. So we're going to do a base coat of our dark chocolate, and then we'll come in, I think, with some white and add some highlights to our little basket here. You could also go super colorful with this and make it the basket colored, and then you could have a brown bunny, you know, if you wanted to do like a purple or a blue basket. I'm thinking we'll do the happy and the Easter in some pretty colors because we've got some little jelly beans, so we're gonna have to pull out some colors anyway, and we have some Easter eggs. So I think we'll do the letters in various colors. So we can start thinking about what colors we might want to do the letters. Okay, I'm putting a little bit of white on here, and then I'm gonna go back to my brown and just kind of blend that white in a few spaces here and there. Might have got a little too much, but that's okay. Figure it out. I think I need to bring the sander in and sand this desk down because it's not very flat anymore. There's a lot of built up paint on it. And that means my pieces don't lay flat, and then they make a lot of noise when I'm trying to paint them. Okay, I kind of like that. Gives us a little texture down there. I'm going to come up the handles just a little bit as well. Just kind of in the middle. A little bit of that. Let's take some of our brown with a tiny bit of black and make a nice dark brown to come around the edges. There we go. That's looking good. So just like before, I'm just barely tapping that paint around the edge, just to give us a little bit of a shadow. Good morning, Becky. All right, just around that edge. I feel like my to-do list is extra long today. This is the first Monday of the month, which always means there's so much more to do than a regular day. I need to fill out all my reports and get everything together. We have orders that need to go out. Still just a few. I'm almost caught up from the weekend. I worked pretty much all day yesterday to try to catch up and be in a good spot for a Monday. All right, that is looking pretty good. So there is our basket piece. Let's go on there. We're gonna do, we've got a couple carrots here. Let's go ahead and do our bunny. All right, so here's our little bunny butt and his little feet. So we're gonna do him in gray, I think. Good morning, good morning. How are you? I hope that everybody is having a wonderful Monday. So I'm just mixing gray, so I'm picking up a little bit of black and a little bit of white. And anytime you paint animals or anything with feathers or fur, you want your brush stroke to go the direction that their hair would go. It just gives you more depth in your painting and helps keep them looking fluffy and furry. There's a little bunny tail that's going to go there, so we're not worried about that. And then his little legs down here. Good morning, Donna. And we're just going around. All right, so that is looking pretty good. Whoop. A little bunny booty, and here's his little fluffy tail. I'm gonna make this just a little darker underneath, and then we'll put a little bit of white on top so it looks nice and fluffy. So new kits will be released on the 5th at the latest. I'm waiting on one more designer. We do have our BOGO voting. So that's always we always do a buy one, get one deal each month. And so that is going on over in our Craft Kits group. So if you're not a member of our Craft Kits group, it's a free group here on Facebook. You can join. We do special deals and things inside of there just for those members. And then they also get to vote on our BOGO each month. So if you want to see a sneak peek of what's coming or vote on this month's BOGO, pop on over and join that group. It's just Holy Rustic Craft Kits. And it's also a great place for you to share your designs, which I love because it gives everyone ideas on how they could paint things a little bit differently. Everybody kind of has their own spin on things. Even if you follow the picture exactly, there's our little bunny booty. You tend to kind of do your own thing. How cute is that? So I love seeing everybody's take on designs. So that's our Craft Kits group. Not much going on this weekend, this week, I don't think. I need to double check the calendar, quite honestly, but I know I have a private event tomorrow for about 50 for our International Women's Day, but I don't really think we have anything else. Oh, Saturday, we will be at Charlestown Ensembles for the very last session of Gather, which is just a connection group for women. It's a great chance to kind of talk about mental health, give you a chance to get out of the house and kind of just fill your own cup. I feel like, especially as women, we're always worried about everybody else. We forget to take care of ourselves. So that is the point of this group. We've been using art and music as a way to just connect with each other, connect with ourselves, and just enjoy some time to yourself. This week on Saturday, we're going to be making trinket dishes. So that's going to be super fun. All right, there's those. We've got all of our little toe beans that we need to paint up in a pink color. So let's grab some pink. Let's see, and what other colors do we think we might want? Let's do some pink and maybe some blue and yellow. Maybe a purple. I want some kind of springy colors here. All right, I think we'll use those to finish out everything. Oh, we're gonna need an orange. Orange, orange, orange for our carrots. There we go. That should be good. So we're gonna use our pink for our bunny's toes. And I'm gonna need a grassy green look too. So let's see. That's too bright, but might have to use this one. All right. Back to what we were doing here. Toes. Toes, toes, toes. Bunny toes. I'm gonna use my sponge. And we're gonna pick up some pink. And we're coming and paint these guys. Next week we do have lots of classes. We have our St. Patty's Day class at Shirley's. It's a cute little hat with a little frog. Super fun. We have a kids St. Patty's Day class at Hunter Station on Wednesday night. So you can bring the kiddos and come do that one. Or if you're just an adult who likes an easier painting, you can come paint that. Just know those classes are not as long as our adult classes because the kiddos tend to have a shorter attention span. So I tend to keep them pretty short and sweet, and we do move pretty quickly through those classes. Because let's just be honest, kids paint a lot faster than adults. So that is Wednesday of next week. And then coming up, we have a Jockey Silk Door Hanger class. We have Paint Your Pet fundraiser for Barktown over in Louisville. So if you want to come out and paint your furry friend, you can do that. We have, these two pieces are spacers, so I don't need to paint them. I'm going to paint a couple of these jelly beans in this pink color while I've got it on my sponge. We have a door hanger class with the Clarksville Parks Department, and we have a bunny canvas class with the Clarksville Parks Department. Sunday we have a class with the Charlestown Parks Department. That one is full, it's sold out, but we'll be back there for a class in July, I believe. It's almost spring break, and our spring break art camp is filling up. So if you have kiddos who are looking for something to do over spring break, we have our spring break art camp that they can come to, and you can choose to either come all the days or just some of the days. So I know that a lot of us are making up days for spring break, unfortunately. So if you need to not come all the days because you have snow makeup days, you can sign up for just 1 or 2 days. I think New Albany-Floyd County is going to school the beginning of that week, but not the whole week. So, all right, here's my little orange carrots. It's not a very orangey orange, but I think it'll be okay. We have two eggs, a flower, and a bow, and then we've got to decide what we're doing with these words. I think I'm going to make the words colorful. I think I am. Let's just start working on these as well while we're painting all of our color here. I'm going to lay them out just so I can kind of see what they look like as we're painting them. I got 3 more jelly beans that need to be painted. That's not the sponge I had. Here it is. I love using the makeup sponge for these little pieces because it keeps the paint from getting all over the edge, and it's just a much cleaner look when it's all said and done. All right, let's grab green. I think we're gonna need to brighten this green up a little bit. Actually, we've got this green here. We're gonna use this one. It's a much brighter spring green. Let's squash those out of the way. I think I can just use this orange sponge. And we're gonna sponge on our Easter grass here. Cute. I think when I grab the yellow, we'll come back and do just a little bit of yellow on this grass, just to make it a little more interesting. All right, let's do an E, and maybe one of our letter P for our happy. Perfect. Okay, what else do we have? What color should we do the bow? I don't know. All right, let me grab some blue here. I feel like I need more. Oh, it's like I think I need more sponges, but I have one over here. Clip that puppy. I'm thinking this might be a nice color for the bow, actually. It's kind of a purpley blue. What color is this? Blue hyacinth, maybe. It's very purpley. I like it. I like it, I like it. All right, so there's our bow. We'll come back to that and give it a little more detail. Let's do this letter A. And this letter A. Yellow, what should we paint yellow? The bow? Ooh, that would have been pretty. Yellow would have been a nice color. Oh, I'm kind of liking this purpley blue color. Let's do one of our eggs in this color. Bean, of course. We got this spa blue. Yeah, that would have been a good idea for the bow. Oh, well, I didn't see it fast enough. All right, spa blue. And a little bit of hot glue. Let's do our letter R. And maybe the Y. Cute. Okay. One more jelly bean here. Perfect. I'm gonna paint this egg this color, and then I'll come in with my brush and do the little wavy details. You know what? I shouldn't have painted that color. It's okay. We'll fix this one because now I have two very blue eggs. That's not gonna look great. All right. What color haven't we used yet? Purple, yellow. Let's do yellow next. I'm gonna base coat this with some white because I'm gonna paint it yellow. Because I don't want two blue eggs next to each other. Apparently I am feeling the blue paint this morning because I want to paint everything blue, I guess. But if we just give that a white base, then we can come back with the yellow, and the yellow should cover a little bit better. This is a very light yellow. I'm going to do this little flower in this yellow. And then this egg. There we go. That's cute. Okay. Let's do this one. I probably should have done these words all in one color, but I feel like Easter is a colorful holiday. Supposed to be all the colors. Okay, what do we have left? We have an E, we have a jelly bean. We need to paint the tops of our carrots. Got to finish out our flower here, which actually I'm looking at that and I don't really want it to be yellow, so I'm going to come in with a little bit of orange and go over that guy. Because the flower goes on near the eggs, and so if I don't want it to be the same color as the egg. So we're going to do kind of an orangey yellow on there. Okay, let's grab our green and do the tops of our carrots here. Very carefully. Perfect. And this one. And I don't have any green jelly beans, so let's make a green jelly bean. Okay. And then we have this letter E. We'll make him pink. I don't have any pink letters yet. I don't know where my pink paint went. Actually, we're gonna make him purple. Purple. Yeah, that will look cute right there. All right, what do we need to do? We need to, one more coat of yellow on this guy. Perfect. We gotta do something about our bow, and we gotta fix this guy. So let's take a little bit of purple and come around our bow. Just a little bit. It's a pretty stark color difference, but I think it's gonna be okay. Good morning, Tracy, Donna, and Judy. How's everybody doing this morning? If you're just joining us, this is what will be one of our new kits that we'll release this month. It's not currently on the website, but after today we'll get a picture and we'll get it on the website for you. It is just a little pallet Easter door hanger or mini sign. Super cute. We did a bunch of this kind of design for Christmas, and I just love them. I think they're so cute, and you can hang them on our little stand that we have on the website, or you can hang it on your door. There's our bow. That's better. All right, let's go over this blue again. Let's kind of brighten this up. We want bright colors. Bright colors for Easter. But when I said I was going to take a little yellow around on the grass, so let's do that as well. I just don't want to leave the grass plain after we made everything else so shadowed and stuff. It'll look kind of silly. That's better. All right. That looks better. Much more springy. Okay, we need to add the little lines to that, but I think I'll wait and I'll do all the details when we glue everything down. So let's just move everything out of our way and get some glue, and we'll start gluing. Let's start with this. So remember, you're going to get inside of every kit that we send you, you're going to get a tiny bottle of E6000. This is perfect for gluing your pieces down. If you've never used E6000 before, it is not a quick dry glue. It does take a full 24 hours for it to cure. In about 30 minutes, it's going to seem like it's dry, but you want to make sure you let your pieces lay flat for a good 24 hours so that they don't move on you. And you just need a tiny bit of glue. So always put it on kind of like you're putting on lipstick. I'm just rubbing that glue right along the edge of the piece and just barely squeezing. Do not need very much glue at all. A little bit goes a long ways. And by doing just a little bit, it will keep your piece looking neat and keep from having all that glue seep out from underneath the edge. I think I painted that S backwards because it doesn't quite fit, but we're just gonna work with it. It's fine. Okay. Easter, here's our little carrots. Whoa, get on there. There you go. And you're going over here. Perfect. So there's Easter. I do like all the bright colors. Looks pretty good. All right, let's move all these pieces out of the way. Set this guy down. Hello, welcome Tracy. First time here. Well, thank you for being here this morning. Hope you're having a great Monday. All right, we're just gluing this down. This is will be one of our new kits we're going to release this month. You can grab all of our kits on our website at holyrustic.com. Oh, excuse me. Goodness gracious. Holyrustic.com, you can grab all of our kits. We'll have new designs released on the 5th. We have our BOGO voting going on over in our craft kits group, which is our free group here on Facebook. So you can join that and help decide what will be our buy one get one free deal for the month. All right, so these just go at the top and at the bottom. Happy Easter. Cute. Our little bunny booty goes down here in our basket. Just like so. Then there's these little spots that say spacers. So that's just these little pieces here. Occasionally you will see that on a piece. It's just to hold something up and give it a little more support. So in this instance, it's holding the feet up so they can sit on the grass. This glue, I think this must be the one I was using this weekend, and it's almost empty. It's not quite empty, there's a little bit left. It's the last drop. All right, here's his little fluffy tail. Stinking adorable. Let's assemble his little feet. Probably should put the grass on first. So here's our Easter grass. Gonna go in our little basket, like so, somewhere around in there. And then our little feet. So he gets 3 little toe beans and a little heart on his feet. So 1, these are different sizes. I think this one goes there, and that one goes there. There we go. All right, so there's one foot. We're gonna glue that down here in just a minute. Let's see if we have another glue here. I think this one's still about half full. Should be enough to finish this out. So just a dot of glue, you don't need very much. All of our kits are gonna include the E6000. It's gonna include a makeup sponge, which you saw I did a lot of my painting this morning with a makeup sponge. It's going to include all the paint colors you need to paint it just like the example. And then it does include a little example photo for you as well, along with some basic directions. So they're not super specific directions, but they are basic directions. All right, there's his little feet. Cute. This is E6000. I love to use this for the kits because it does have a dry time on it, so it's not super glue, and it gives me some time if I need to move pieces around, then I can that way. All right, we've got our little eggs, which are gonna go down here by our basket, and then the little flower is gonna go down there, like that, and then we've got some jelly beans. So let's just put these in our Easter grass. And I made one green, and I probably shouldn't have done that because now it looks really silly. We'll go back and paint him a different color. I'm just gonna put these little jelly beans on here. Let's just put them all over there because we got the eggs over here, so we'll put the jelly beans on this side. Which, if we put that one there, we can put the green one down there. See, this is why I like the E6000, because I can move it around. I think that's all our pieces. Is that everything? Looks like everything. All right, let's add our details. So I always like to glue everything down and then do my details. That way I'm not spending a bunch of time doing details on pieces. That's not gonna matter because they're gonna get covered up. So this is why I like to do it this way. We're gonna do our little lines on our egg here, and I want to do these in the pink. So grab yourself a tiny little brush, and then you can come in and do your tiny little details. You could also get a paint pen. I like the Posca pens, or Grabby makes some acrylic paint markers as well that come in a nice fine point. So if you don't have a steady hand, or you just like art supplies, you can grab those on Amazon. They have them. There we go. There's that little egg. So cute. All right, we need a little dot there for our flower, so let's just give her a little pink center as well. And then we're gonna grab some white and just do our little swoops and swipes. So I always say, whenever I'm teaching a class, you're just gonna put these little highlights wherever makes your heart happy. There's no rules. Don't stress about which direction is the light coming from or anything like that. This is fun. We don't need to worry about all that stuff. So I always just kind of come in and just, I'm really loosey-goosey about it. And I know that stresses people out, but just don't overthink it. Wherever you feel like there needs to be a little swipe of white, that's where you put one. Worst case scenario, you put it and you don't like it, you can wipe it off, or you can paint back over top of it. All right, I need to turn this so I can see what I'm doing here, my friends. Do a little swipe on our eggs. This is so cute. I love this design. Oh my gosh. It's adorable. All right. There we go. Look at that. Happy Easter. I have not figured out how to make the camera on here flip around since they changed everything. I have no idea. I can't find the button anymore. Like, it's gone. So anywho, you'll just have to know that it says Happy Easter. I'm sure it's backwards for you, but that's okay. There you go. That's our Happy Easter. We'll put some string up here, and it can be a door hanger, or you can hang it on one of our little mini stands. We're going to let it lay flat for 24 hours. I'll get a picture of it and get it posted to the website. I hope you're having a fabulous Monday. I have got so much work to do, so I'm going to get off of here. Ooh, a class. That would be fun, Opal. Yeah, you think so? Maybe we'll put it on the April calendar. That's on my list of things to do today. So I think that's a great idea. Opal, I think it should be a class. You are right. So we'll get it on the calendar. All right, y'all. Have a fabulous Monday, and I will talk to you real soon. Bye, y'all.